This is the end, beautiful friend.
No, it is not the end, guys. Prep may have come to an end and finished, but that doesn't mean your goals, your dreams, bodybuilding, life as we know it is over. So today, guys, I'm going to come on and talk to you about what happens post-show. What do we expect? What happens when we step off stage for that final showing and then move on into the next phase? Now, this is probably one that is put out, published, talked about most of all, but it doesn't seem to be one that is readily kind of understood or maybe explored as much as it should be. So obviously I'm going to come on, give you guys my 2 pence on post-show, what to expect, how to deal with it, and the best possible outcome afterwards. So you've been riding the waves of prep, the robotic kind of box ticking, daily task, in, out, in, out, in, out. You had your set routine. You stepped off stage and now you're feeling a little bit lost in limbo and don't really know where to go from here. Now, for me as a coach, this is still a very, very vital part of a client's journey. I'm not just going to ditch the client the moment they step off stage. Their programming and periodization still continues after the stage. I would have things in place that would have them feeling supported, would have them more distracted, more comforted. So obviously the weeks leading up into show, we're probably having daily check-ins. I'd keep those in post-show, just so the client, one, doesn't have this sudden cut off and drop of, oh shit, actually I've got no contact now. We keep daily contact, we keep daily check-ins, just accountability and also just comfort. But that's just more my kind of coaching style. That's what I like to do. I like to give them the support they need because I know that within that time it can be very delicate, so to speak. So what to expect? Yep, you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel weird. You're going to feel in limbo. You're going to feel very, very confused. You're also going to feel insanely tired. It's almost that you don't know it until you stop kind of thing. And when you do stop, everything sort of mounts up at once. And, you know, whether that's a psychological thing, whether that's a physiological thing of, you know, you're actually allowing the body to rest now, it is literally going to hit you like a ton of bricks. But also your hunger hormones have been suppressed for so long. You've been on this restrictive diet for so long that when you do allow yourself a little bit of freedom, you are opening a floodgate. Now, I'm going to say it again. You are opening a floodgate. Now, this is something that I will try and drill into people as much as possible. When it comes to allowing yourself the food and the return back to foods which you potentially not had, you are going to be very, very tested in regards to willpower, in regards to your ability to stop eating. You are going to be a bottomless pit and you can eat, and I mean eat. And this is where I see most people struggle, is that they lose the control of being able to know when to stop or when enough is enough. And you can eat a 3-course meal and 20 minutes later, your body's like, let's go again. We're ready, bro. You're not. You're not. So having things in place to restrict that and keep that kind of mindset moving on as if you were in prep is essential. And this is where sometimes I butt heads with people, is that, oh, you know, well, I've been in this prep for this long, I deserve this time off and I deserve, yeah, you do, 100%. But that doesn't give you a ticket to just binge and eat like an ass, because you will put on a serious amount of weight very, very quickly. Your body is hyper responsive. Your body is also in a very acute state where stress hormones are probably at their highest. So is your body going to utilize the foods going in? Is your body going to be able to manage the stress coming in? Is your body going to be able to adapt and progress from this stage? Probably not, because everything's running at a lower level of efficiency. So we want to make sure that we're looking after the body, one, from a health perspective, and two, from a progressive perspective, because you don't want to waste this acute period of time of progression by smashing shit tons of calories and putting on shit tons of weight, because that is what's going to happen. People think that there's this acute phase of, you know, I'm so lean I can get away with eating like an asshole, but That's not how it works, and it will catch up with you very, very quickly. So, how to manage post-show. Treat it like prep. And yeah, I know, but that's exactly how you want to do it. Reverse out nice and slowly. Yes, you want to push calories up. Yes, you want to put body fat back on. It doesn't serve a purpose remaining lean, but it also doesn't serve a purpose smashing 24 fucking donuts and 2 bags of cookies because you're lean and the pump is good. It will catch up with you. And yeah, you will look at yourself 2, 3, 4 weeks down the line and go, oh shit, what have I done? And then that sends much bigger spirals down in regards to mindset, in regards to confidence, in regards to emotional, which then leads to more disordered behaviored eating. So I say treat it like a prep. Reverse out nice and slowly. Still allow yourself 1 off plan a week, 2 at tops, but be mindful with it, set boundaries, set parameters that's around these meals, If you're going out for a meal, maybe have 2 courses instead of 3. Or, if you're going for a takeaway, for example, limit it to 2 dishes, or, limit yourself. Don't go, right, well, I'm going to have this, and this. And then when I get home, I'm going to smash cookies and donuts and ice cream. And then I've got snacks that I'm going to go through because I've been hoarding them all the way through prep. And people have these like snack hoards. That is asking for problems. So try and limit that. And, if you want little snacks, incorporate them into your daily calories. So, you can reverse out of the show and have macros and calorie limits, but still allow yourself that little bit of freedom as well. So, let's say, for example, you have 5 meals a day, you're hitting your macro content, but, swap a little bit of like the calories, so 200-300 calories at the end of the day for a chocolate bar. So for example, you're allowing yourself that little bit of freedom, and you're not too restrictive, because you don't need to be restrictive after the show, but you need to be very mindful. And that's the difference. I think allowing yourself that level of freedom, but also still keeping yourself disciplined and regimented so that you won't binge your ass off, because that's where the detriment and the problems happen. I think from a mindset perspective, just giving back to the people that have been around you, your loved ones. They have been deprived of your time, deprived of your patience, deprived of your love. Give back to them. But also your energy, give back to yourself. You need to allow yourself time to recover. Yes, food's going up. That doesn't mean you still need to do hours of cardio to counteract that. We're not remaining lean. We want to rest. We want to recover. We want to replenish. We want to restore. We want to regain health, because prep is very taxing on the body. Females, we want to regain your hormonal status, your HPO axis, and your menstrual cycle if you're experiencing amenorrhea. So it's time that we need to be spending looking after things. This is, yes, an acute period of time for progression, but define progression. Progression is still health. Progression is still recovery. Progression is still getting back what we had before prep. This could be working on relationships. It could be getting back into work. It could be behavioral and emotional kind of things, because we do. I mean, I hold my hands up. When I'm in prep, I turn into a robot. I become very withdrawn. I become very reserved. I become very tunnel vision. So I know that the things around me potentially get neglected because they don't have the bubbly personality side of me anymore, because it's very robotic. So there's elements that need to be recovered and repaired after a prep. We need to give back. Other things is, it's normal to feel lost. It's normal to feel alone. It's normal to feel very confused in this time, because this thing has been so intense. This thing has taken up so much time and so much space in your life. Hours of cardio in the morning, training, food, prep, steps, practicing your posing, thinking about things, even from a monetary perspective, it's very fucking expensive what we do. So we need to start giving back. And this is where it's essential for athletes to, in my opinion anyway, take time away from the stage, not compete every season, not just from a progressive point of view of coming back better as an athlete, but also just the quality of life. Health isn't something that's measured by a doctor and, how well you are. Health is from all prospects, from a mindset, from a lifestyle, from a happiness, from a relationship thing. Bodybuilding to a lot of us is everything, but there is life after bodybuilding. We want to make sure that we're utilizing and looking after that as much as possible. So there are many, many factors post-show that you probably will not even realize is going to happen. That's why, one, it's essential to take time and be patient with yourself, and two, have a coach that is there for you every step of the way. Like I said, for me and my team, I make sure that daily check-ins remain for a good couple of weeks post-show, unless the client feels fine. But regular touch points, so I know how they're feeling in regards to emotions, how they're feeling in regards to health and physicalities, but also in regards to their habits as well. You know, are they still going and training every single day because they want to maintain this lean composition? Are they lost in a packet of digestive biscuits or a jar of peanut butter? Are they crying every day because they feel confused and they don't know where they want to go and what direction to go in, or you know, they're confused about the placings of the shows? You know, this is all things that are going to happen post-show. So to be there and have that accountability and that attention and also just reassurance is essential for them. You know, have things mapped out, have things planned, have things ready, have things for them ready to look forward to push forward. Okay, what we're going to do post-show is 2 weeks of this, then we're going to do 3 weeks of this, then we're going to do 6 weeks of this. So there's this constant ongoing plan of, oh, okay, because there's still more for this. You know, oh, it's not just done and finished, you know, kaput. And then when do I go back on stage? There's plans and preparations and steps post-show, because bodybuilding is one of those things. There's no off switch. There's no kind of, you can literally push this as far as you can. There's always things to be done. There's always areas and aspects to it that can be progressed. It's just switching that mindset of, okay, well, it's not for the stage now, it's for health, or it's for the next year or the year after. Just constantly having those things in place to keep an active mind, nice and focused. Guys, that is it from me. Good luck with your post-show. Any help or any advice you need from me, as always, please do not hesitate to ask. Much love, stay blessed, and I will see you all soon.